Libra, hi, welcome to my channel. So today we have a reading for you. No particular subject. We're going to take an issue, something we know, something we don't know, recent past advice and potential outcome. At the end, there will be an opportunity for an extended where we'll dive in deeper. You can watch this for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury, North Node, Vertex, or if any of those planets are currently transiting your 7th house. This could be for you. Thank you, however you spot the channel, very much appreciated. Cross watchers, you are more than welcome. Message may well be for you. All information is in the description box, including website link for private reads, which has another offering. For those of you that read for yourselves, that are sometimes stuck with repeated cards or patterns and we're not quite seeing the message, I'm offering something where I look at your spread, you take a photo of it, I'll try my best to interpret. Sometimes we just need fresh eyes. We all get stuck. And especially reading for ourselves, it's not we can either have blinders on or we can be too harsh with ourselves. Who knows? So that's an offering for anybody that's interested. Okay, Libra. I think this is going to be about connections in general, because we had 2 songs in your pre-shuffle that was coming through. One was Rihanna, California King Bed, which is kind of like this. Almost feel like a distancing between you and another person, and then was David Gray, This Year's Love. So whether you were in a partnership or not, this could be if it's memories of thinking, all right, am I going to put myself back out there, but everything that happened in the past, or if there's a distance in between your current relationships, or there's a new one coming in, is this going to last? I don't know. But if the focus seems to be on connection, it doesn't have to be romantic. This could be friendships as well. So let's do 2 more. Libra, what's going on? What have we got? We have the 4 of Cups. Okay, so literally it could go either way there. This could be some of you that wanting to open yourself up, but you're stuck in melancholy of the past. It all failed. It's the Moon in Cancer. The High Priestess meets the Chariot. Okay, what do we know? What don't we know? Okay, there's for those of you that are on a seeking connection or a higher connection, it's here, it's in your vicinity. Whether this person's in your life yet remains to be seen. Recent past, advice, okay, and potential outcome. Okay, I think this person is in your environment. We have the 3 of Pentacles, the Weavers of Reality, the Narnias, the Goddesses of the past, present and future, King of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, the Fool, Knight of Swords, King of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, Page of Wands. Right, how to break this down? And like I said, this could go in several directions depending on what your situations is with friendships, connections, romantic, whether you're single or not. There is a connection here that both feel the same way, but nobody says anything. Now you can put that into any category. If this could be 2 people that have a crush on each other but don't say anything, and it goes unsaid. This could be 2 people that despise each other but it goes unsaid. This could go either way. You're being asked to trust the guidance of where you're being pulled in any aspect of your life. Say for example, you have an opportunity to I don't know, say you get repeated messages to go to a certain place, go. There's a higher calling that's telling you what's next or what needs to be done. But you're being pulled in a direction here. So we've got the 4 of Cups. What we're aware of is the High Priestess. The High Priestess is the card of intuition. It's the psychic connection. You could have a telepathic connection with somebody, which might feel confusing at first. For some of you, what we're not aware of is the Lovers. The High Priestess and the Lovers is a psychic connection. This is somebody that is connected with you on a very deep level. It could be friendships. We've got the Three of Cups here. It could be. I'm more leaning to something a bit more, but again, like I say, it all completely depends on what the situation is. In the recent past is the Page of Pentacles. Now, the Page of Pentacles is this kind of like this new beginning type of thing. I kind of get the impression that whatever this was, if this is an energy that's in your environment, it just wasn't the right time for whatever reason. Page of Pentacles could be immaturity. It could be not feeling stable. Numerous things. It could be children. There's tons of different stuff. But there's something that seems to have shifted. The Page of Pentacles in a different deck is in the Sacred Feminine deck. Yes, is Aphrodite. Aphrodite in the Goddess of Gods and Guardians is eternal love. Aphrodite in the Goddess Power speaks of strong connection. Aphrodite in Black Moon Lilith speaks of Venus. It's love and abundance. There is a lot of energy here that's suggesting a connection that is trying to come in, but the issue right now I feel like is the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is that card of it's melancholy. It's a little bit of not indecisiveness. What do I want to say? It's a shoulda, woulda, coulda, missed opportunities. Do I feel like I've missed it? Should I have done this? Should I have done that? Something like that. But for me, it's kind of suggesting here there's this need for get up and go. I'm being reminded of the Shawshank Redemption. Andy Dufresne, he says, get busy living or get busy dying. When I say that, I mean it in the sense of, we can either seek out opportunities, we can either, take chances and have hope, or we can succumb to despair and hopelessness, which is what kind of the Four of Cups is keeping you. Something is keeping stagnant here, and I don't know why. There's a type of regret lingering here, and it's jointly felt by you and another person. Like I say, if you're in a relationship and two people are feeling the same way and you're feeling like you want to get out, they do too. If you're in a relationship or you're in a situationship or something like that and you're wanting more, the other person does too. There is a match here, but nobody seems to communicate it. And the universe is actually saying, your advice, Six of Swords, communicate. Mercury in Aquarius. To get to the other side, to get to where you need to be, there needs to be the magician, the communication. And Aquarius energy is being completely authentic. Aquarian energy doesn't give a damn. They're unique. They want to be unique. They want that sort of transition. So we've got the magician meets the star card there. So that communication of the magician comes with that element of hope. The star is hope. It's a wish fulfillment. It's lining up to the North Node. So your North Node could be in Libra, could be in Aquarius, could be in the 7th house, who knows. Your outcome is the King of Cups. Now the King of Cups in the High Priestess is what tells me that two people feel exactly the same way. What direction that is, again, is going to be individual. What you're feeling is what they're feeling. You want out, they want out. You want in, they want in. But without the communication, we're stuck here. So it depends where you are. If you have communicated something and they haven't, the ball's in their court. If it's vice versa, exactly. Okay? But like I say, the Three of Pentacles is the red thread. It feels like you're pulling something here. And if we look at the Six of Swords, the Six of Swords in the Shout People, Light Seers Tarot. Is it the Light Seers Tarot? Yes. The crows are pulling, or ravens or whatever they are. They're pulling the boat. She's not like, nobody's navigating the boat except the crows or ravens. And with the red thread of fate attached to the Three of Pentacles here, and the fact that she's not rowing, it's a bit loud, wasn't it? You're being pulled. Something is pulling you in a certain direction. Hence why I say trust any, you know, feeling like you just need to go to a different shop today, go. You know, feeling like you need to take a break on a holiday, you know, the Six of Swords can be a holiday, go. You're being pulled a certain situation here, pulled towards. Let's take I want to look at the Three of Cups and the Ace of Cups. And the Magician and the Star. Star is with the Six of Cups and the Nine of Cups. There's some connection to the past here. It doesn't, you know, it could be past lives. It doesn't have to be, because you've had the South Node go through your sign. It's gone into Virgo, into your 12th house now. So in the last 18 months, this could have been quite a big thing for you. Who knows? Let's see. Ace of Cups. Yeah, look at that. The universe is trying to pull you in a direction here. This Ace of Cups that the universe is offering you is the Emperor and the Empress. This is divine feminine, divine masculine energy. This is the ultimate. You don't get better than the Emperor and the Empress together. And that's where you're being led. So again, whatever situation you're in, whether this is partnerships, whether this is single, you're being guided because there's a connection coming in, a very ultimate connection, and you just need to trust where you're being led here. And when if you've never met this person, when you do meet, they feel the same way. High Priestess and the King of Cups. Ooh, how exciting, Libra. How very exciting indeed. However, to get there, we have to go through the Death and the Three of Wands. For those of you that are familiar with my connection with the Death and Three of Wands, when I first picked up the tarot, I used to read for myself and learn online, trick teaching myself. And when I used to always pull this combination, I read about it. Everything in your life that is negative is being removed. How exciting that sound, until it's everything, every single thing. Stripping away, basically. So anything that's stripping away before the King of Cups meets with the Queen of Cups, which is next to the Magician, which is next to the Hermit. So there's a period of going within. You know, this could be a period of single time, who knows. Those of you that have finished one relationship, move into the next, it's no good. You need that time, you need that period of reflection. So all this has to happen first. This could have been happening for years for some of you. This could be very new for some others, but you're being lined up here. The Four of Wands, which is the Emperor and the Empress, is with the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. It feels like it's imminent, you know, the 9-9 possibly, because we're in a 9 year. So the last stage would be the 27th of September, so it'd be 999. All could be at play. And your final card is with the Three of Cups and the Five of Wands. That's quite interesting. There could be some sort of competition in regards to friendship groups, but you know what, I'm seeing this as more you meet somebody in a activity, or it could be a friend turning into something more, but this feels active. This feels like the gym or like an event or a sports thing or something playful and creative. It could be fifth house, but also there's a connection here with it feels like a friend is going to be really helpful. So whatever this connection is, could be via a friend. Doesn't have to be, but there's like, I want to say a friend has got some great advice. So ask your friend. There's a friend that's got great advice. Who's the friend? Queen of Pentacles, definitely. There's a friend that's got some fantastic advice here. Interesting. So get busy living or get busy dying. There's an opportunity here to allow yourself to be energetically pulled somewhere. Trust the process. If you decide to take a different route to work, do it. You know, if you're getting a nudge to do it. If traffic stops you from going a certain way, it's because you're getting rerouted. If your local coffee shop is shut randomly, it's because you're supposed to go to another coffee shop to potentially meet somebody. You're being divinely ushered here. The only negative aspect of the mental thing going on here would be to convince yourself that every relationship has always failed, or if this is difficulties that are happening in the relationship, it's because it's, you know, their fault or your own fault, or there's something about your head talking yourself out of something wonderful potential here. So depending on where you are in this situation, this is two people that are going to feel exactly the same. Fantastic. Okay. In your extended, we are clarifying these today, this week. So we'll just go a bit deeper, see if we can see what's going on. If you enjoy me, fantastic. If not, let me know if it resonates. Moon in Cancer, Cancer Pisces, Gemini, Mercury in Aquarius, Mars in Capricorn, Moon in Taurus, Gemini Aquarius, Jupiter in Leo, Saturn in Taurus, Capricorn, Sun in Scorpio, Aquarius, Jupiter in Pisces, Jupiter in Capricorn, Mercury in Virgo, Mars in Leo, Sun in Capricorn, Aries. We have Cups, we have Swords, Pentacles, Wands. Everyone's here. Those are your standouts. Let me know. Take care. See you soon. Bye.